Next, let's queer up South Florida and Florida. Fred Grimm's last column in Sun Sentinel calls Florida a gay-bashing authoritarian dystopia. Longtime South Florida columnist Fred Grimm has written his final piece for this week for the Sun Sentinel after 56 years on the job. In his farewell column, he reflects on a career covering a range of tragedies, from natural disasters and KKK rallies to mass murders and drug wars. However, he claims that nothing compares to the current toxic atmosphere in Florida. Grimm's lead reads, quote, "Not that it hasn't been fun chronicling Florida's descent into a waterlogged, python-infested, uninsurable, hurricane-pummeled, book-banning, gay-bashing authoritarian dystopia, but I'm out of here," end quote. Throughout the piece, Grimm oscillates between sober observation and caustic cynicism, hallmark traits of his style. He recalls that while photographers received bulletproof vests, reporters were given skinny notebooks and Bic pens to protect themselves. This minimalist armor sufficed for decades until the political climate shifted with the elections of Donald Trump and Ron Don't Say Gay DeSantis. The rise of a homophobic right wing led Grimm to reassess his career. At 76, Grimm has chosen to retire. Talking about the current political environment and the status of news media, Grimm says that nowadays, when journalists expose the unseemly actions of Donald Trump and Ron DeSantis, their campaigns turn the revelation into a fundraiser, making Grimm wonder if he was inadvertently working for the DeSantis campaign. At the end of his column, Grimm says, quote, "Time to leave this space to writers of the glass half full kind," end quote. This column has since gone viral, garnering attention from outlets like Fox News. Wow. Okay. So Grimm, 56 years doing this incredible job of being able to, experience and write his feelings about horrible things like mass murders and KKK things. And the one thing that broke his back, the one straw that broke the camel's back, was how our community's being treated. Basically, it was like, I can't do this anymore. It's time, and he has seen it all, folks. I mean, this gentleman has seen it all. And for it to come to this point and where he's like, wow, you know what? This community is being attacked at all sides. This doesn't even make any sense anymore. I don't know what I'm writing these days. It's not where it was 56 years ago, and I'm out.
Yeah, time to retire.
You know what? Be out.
Sad. But he deserves his rest too. 56 years, he deserves his retirement after. I mean, if you're writing about this over and over and over again, it has to take a toll. Mm-hmm. And at some point, you have to put your mental before anything else. My platform. Get your rest, baby. Yeah. Get your rest and put yourself as priority. So this self-care that he's going on, I get it, baby. I get it. Go on your self-care hiatus. You deserve it at 76.
Jamal is so sweet. I'm like, listen, you're retired. Now you can become an advocate. That's where right. I'm at. I'm sorry. Like, if you've seen us suffer, then come and join us. You ain't working, right? Yeah. You could be helping us.
Or you could just give us your money. I'm always for giving money. I'm always for access to money and access to all of the resources. Yes, that is the way to go.
But his voice is needed in some way, shape, or form. You boys don't think?
No, I think it is. I think, and I get his frustration. There was a point in the story where you read that the fact that you can write something and unveil something really bad about the candidates, but yet their campaigns turn it into this major fundraiser. And wait, people actually donate millions of dollars to these people. Look, think about this. And I know we're talking in regards to our community, but look at Donald Trump. He got indicted, and then they turned around. Well, he got charged. He was found guilty.
34 times.
And $80 million in 24 hours or 72 hours. I can't remember. $80 million.
So this homophobic, discriminatory. Anyhow.
Where does the responsibility of the news to feed into these ill-informed people, let's just call it the PC thing, that, every time they put so much time and attention on these, clickbaited type of stories, that the people clicking on it will open their wallets.
Social media has thrown out responsibility and accountability. I don't know if that is we're in the age of information. We're in the age of information, but as far as discernment goes, of course, ill-informed people don't have discernment when it comes down to information. So it is just whatever goes. So you have to just watch out for, or you have to educate yourself and be a researcher and an investigator and dot the facts.
Right, and I think that was Grimm's point, is that like he would produce these stories with very like the facts, like factual things, but they would turn it around and then people would just listen to what the campaigns are saying and then give them money, right?
Yeah.
So I think your point is apropos, is that you have to like self-educate, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And I think the media has tried and tried and tried, but I think that that's part of the strategy, is right. They're going to write about them and they're going to say you're liars, you're fake news, right? And then the majority of people believe them, right? Oh, it's Trump. Yeah, it is fake news. They're just out to get him, unfortunately.
People always encouraged me to watch the news when I was younger, and I always said I got my news from South Park. That was my answer to everything. And,
Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, or SNL. Yes,
Family
yeah,
Guy,
exactly.
Family Guy.
There you go.